So welcome you all. So today we have Mr. Dr. Rajiv Puri, right? And he has a vast experience, especially into sales as well as into leadership, as well as also he is associated with the multiple corporates from last 10 years for motivational coaching, sales, right, leadership coaching, and different other programs. He was associated with Tata Group for a long as already served as a VP into Tata Group. Now, after that, he has executed more than 4,000 plus program into a different corporates, right? And around 1,000 plus program, especially for the sales only, correct? And he is with us to helping us, right, to solving some of the problem for a sales. So sales is one of the major challenge for every business, correct? And sales is the oxygen of actually for a business, right? If there is a no sales, people are getting frustrated, मोस्ट ऑफ द बिजनेसेस आर गेटिंग कोलेप्स्ड, राइट? तो समटाइम्स यदि आपने देखा होगा कि सेल्स की वजह से बिजनेस भी लोगों का शट डाउन हो जा रहा है, करेक्ट? और मे बी समटाइम्स कि आपने एक बहुत अच्छा प्रोडक्ट बनाया है बट उस प्रोडक्ट को बनाने के बाद यदि उसको सेल नहीं कर पा रहे हो तो राइट, इट्स ए यूजलेस प्रोडक्ट. So you need to understand actually what is the psychology of a sales, right? And also what is the difference between the marketing and the sales, right? So I will just hand over to you, Mr. Dr. Puri, right?
Right,
So who can guide us actually then the psychology of a sales, and then what is the difference between marketing and the sales, and definitely you can highlight some of the pointers. Then I have some questions for you, and later we have a QA for especially for different participants can also ask.
right. Please, you can change my view also, Ashish. You can get me into the speaker view if you can. Will it be possible?
You are only the speaker. It's on a speaker view only. You are only this.
Okay, because I can see it in a different view actually. Now I can see myself.
Hmm.
Right. We have our friends over here. It's on YouTube also. We have quite a few friends of ours who are there, right?
Yes,
Ashish?
yes, yes.
And I hope the members can hear me before we begin. It is a podcast which is hosted by Ashish Chaudhary. And Ashish, friends, Ashish will be asking me questions, and accordingly, I'll be sharing my answers with you. We have Amit Srivastava also with us. Amit Srivastava, Amit, are you there? Can you hear me? Is that
Yes,
the
I
Amit?
am. I can definitely hear you, Rajiv sir.
Right. Is that's not the Amit of Tata Motor Finance, right? Regional manager. No, that's not that Amit.
No, this is
It's
not
a
that Amit. I joined through one of my business partner has shared me this link.
okay,
Uh,
okay, okay.
I'm from Juvin. We are a Juvin Ventures, so we are a venture capital firm.
Okay, very nice. And where are you based, Amit?
Bangalore.
Bangalore. Great. We've
Yes.
got some many other friends of ours, but we have this podcast for a limited time. Therefore, we will begin. There are a lot of people on YouTube live. Ashish, as you can see that, right?
Yes,
This
correct.
being a virtual podcast or a virtual webinar, our aim always was that we need to have the maximum virtual followers. And I think that is happening, right, Ashish? So, should we begin? Even
Yeah,
as
yeah, please, please.
we welcome all our participants over here, I can see quite a few names. Arun Menon is there, Sonu Yadav is there, Vishika Bose is there. Right, friends, I welcome all of you to this podcast hosted by Ashish Chaudhary, a very dynamic entrepreneur who believes in building businesses for the success of the people and for the success of India also.
Great,
And
sir.
Ashish has been in touch with me for the last quite a few months. And today we've been able to pull it off, this webinar or this podcast, as he says. So, a very warm welcome to all of you. Ashish, we can begin.
So just wanted to understand, sir, get some idea about that. What is the psychology of a sales, right? And also give some details, right, about what is the difference between marketing and the sales. And then we will take up into some more questions related to why sales is important, right? And how to close the sales and what are the different techniques of a sales.
Right. Thank you, Ashish. The question is very interesting. The first one I will take the difference between marketing and sales. Sales is the heart of marketing. Sales is when you meet the customer, you talk to the customer, you influence him, you convince him, you persuade him, and you convert him into buying your product. That is sales. Marketing begins much before sales and ends much after sales. So we can say the heart of marketing is sales. In marketing, we have market research, understanding the customer, the market. What does the customer want? After that, we have the product which is built accordingly. What is the pricing? That research is a part of marketing. Advertising, that is a part of marketing. Reaching the customer through press ads, through podcasts, through seminars, that is marketing. But after all that has happened, the aim of marketing is what? That the customer understands the product is for him and is attracted to the sales point, either to the dealership or there are leads generated when a salesperson can go and meet the customer. So marketing has a lot more things. The actual heart or the actual action of marketing is sales when convincing of the customer or conversion of the customer is done. And marketing continues after sales also. How did the customer feel? Research. Question is, what was his experience? What else can we do to make your experience better? How did you find our sales point? How did you find our salesperson? What was his knowledge? What was his behavior? What was his rapport building skills? Were you comfortable with him? That is all a part of marketing. So the heart or the action is selling, but marketing begins before sales and continues much after sales. So they are connected, interconnected, intertwined, but they are very, very different.
So what is the psychology basically? A
Okay.
lot of people are
Yeah.
getting frustrated. I have seen a lot of requirements. Everybody recently and earlier also a lot of my friends, a lot of people are keep on posting looking for sales representative.
Right,
But
right, right.
nobody is
Absolutely.
interested into a sales work and target especially, right? Entry level, lot of jobs are there. The maximum jobs are coming into a sales, right? Then also most of the you can say solopreneurs, most of that entrepreneurs are also getting frustrated because of a sales, because if there is a no such revenue is getting generated, people are also getting frustrated, right? So what
Right,
is the
right, right.
psychology
Yes,
basically
yes.
we should have it
Absolutely.
when we are talking about
Yes.
sales?
Now, in sales, the psychology, I would say there are two T's. One is tenacity, and second is technique. We have to remember tenacity because sales will never be easy. We have to work hard in sales. Many times, most of the time, it's not an office job. So that way, it's not comfortable. We have to reach out to customers, we have to meet customers, we have to move out. And there are frustration because all our leads will never convert into customers. So there are frustrations. There are dead ends. There are targets. There are pressures from the bosses, and what the salespeople dread the most. There are reviews which are happening every month. But then, friends, one, not giving up. And second is technique. These days, we say everything is a science. Public speaking is a science. Leadership is a science. Collections in finance is a science. Similarly, we say selling is also a science. There are techniques which we can use. There are methods, there are models. IDA, IDCT, OPEC and SEAM, ODPEC and READ, I squared, RT. These are different models for different kinds of products. If we understand them, if we follow them diligently as salespeople, our conversion ratios will be high and we will succeed. We must also remember that 70% of CEOs in the world come from the world of sales. What is life? Life is also selling. We are selling, friends, at every point of life, every second of life. Even now, I am selling my ideas, my thought, my persona to you. So, if we are professionally trained salespeople, the chances of success in life are higher. Rise is the fastest in selling. Incentives or money is very high in selling. And the kick, which in Hindi we call as surur, when we convert a customer, that is again the maximum in selling. When we convert a no into yes. So this is the psychology, tenacity, not giving up, and technique, the right methods. We'll discuss some of them briefly now. Though Ashish has told me it's a brief podcast, but then we will discuss some of the techniques now. And that is the psychology that we should follow if we have to do well in sales and rise in sales, which is very, very fast. Right,
So
Ashish?
can
I
you
hope.
just, yes, correct, correct. Very nice. So what are the different, I guess you have already briefly covered that why sales is important, right? And why sales closing techniques need to learn. And
I'll
what
tell you.
are the different sales closing techniques, which you can just not for all, but at least some of that, if you can highlight, it will be really better.
Sure,
So
sure,
we
sure.
maybe we will have a different type of you can say entrepreneurs or people from different backgrounds. Maybe some of them could be into real estate. Some of them could be into an education sector. Some of these
I,
people
I
could
got,
be
I got.
into
Right.
agriculture and
Yes.
others. But there could be some common techniques, right, which you people need to basically focus and need to understand, right? So if you can just give some idea about it.
I'll tell. Yes, Ashish, that's a very pertinent question and very nicely asked by you for the benefit of our viewers over here. And these are our co-participants over here and the ones who are on YouTube live, which I believe are quite a few, right, Ashish? So, friends, number one, why is sales important? Because sales is the breadwinner of the organization. Remember, every department to function will ask for money. HR will say we have to give salaries, we want money. Logistics will say we need trucks for transport, give us money. Maintenance will say we need tools, give us money. Production will say we need machines, give us money. There is only one department which says that we don't ask for money, we give money, we generate money. We manufacture money, we produce money, and that is sales. So when we are in sales, we should have that pride that we are the ones who carry the organization on our shoulders. If there is no sales, nothing moves. The product could be the best in the world. If selling doesn't happen, it will collapse. These days, everything has got to be sold, and success or failure is there within 1 week. And the biggest example, we say cement plants, sugar plants, weighing machines, welding machines, holidays, investments, retail selling, shirt selling, garment selling. Bollywood movies also are sold. We look at the example of showman Raj Kapoor's classic Mera Naam Joker, which he in Indo-Russian joint venture 40, 50 years ago. Nobody had thought of it, and he made that. He created that. The product was a masterpiece. Even today, we are riveted to our screens when we watch Mera Naam Joker. He released it across the world. It came back with a bag full of awards across. But then in India, he said, the product is so superior, I don't need to sell. And we know what happened, that Mera Naam Joker collapsed. It was one of the biggest flops of Raj Kapoor's career. And he was in debt because there was no corporate finance at that time. He thought of committing suicide. And then he says, I climbed up RK Studios. I realized my mistake. My mistake is my product is the best. It's a masterpiece, but my selling was the worst. And there he learned his lesson. And then after that, once again, he came up with successes. He says, a product being great or ordinary, what actually makes a difference is how it is sold, how you make your customer understand that this product is the best for you. That is where selling comes in. Importance. Now, second part, technique. Selling, we can broadly divide into 4 or 5 parts. One is the lead generation. And based on the lead, what we do, we approach the customer. It is, we call as the first is introduction, awareness, rapport building, need identification. That's the first step. When we connect with the customer, we create a platform. Based on the need, then we present. Second is product presentation. Sometimes, like cars or two-wheelers, we have to give a test ride also, product demonstration. Otherwise, we talk of our product, what our product is, and how, according to his needs, that we have identified our product is the best for him. Based on that, the next is this will create an interest in the customer. The next step is to convert the interest into desire for our product, and then comes comparison or objection handling. Now, here for objection handling, also we have many techniques which we will discuss in our future upcoming webinars and podcasts. There are techniques like feel, felt, found technique. There are techniques like and, but, therefore technique. There are techniques like latent versus blatant. There are techniques like smoking out technique. Understanding what is the problem in the customer's mind and then handling that objection. Once the objection is handled, we say handle the objection and go for a trial close. Trial close, closing is the reason why we are in selling, that is asking for the order, asking for the commitment. Many times, salespeople fall into a trap. We should have a good rapport. They become friends of the customer. They become conversationalists. But the ability to ask for the order, sir, now sign the order form. That time, they feel that they don't have the courage. Therefore, the first webinar we have done is on closing. As a salesperson, it is our right, it's our duty, it's our religion, it's our dharma that we must ask for the order closing. How do we close? How do we actually generate the revenue? We have developed a relation, a rapport with him. We have shown our product. We've understood his need. We presented our product, but then he has some doubts. Handle the doubt and ask for the order. Now, when we talk of techniques, Ashish, you want me to mention the closing techniques also over here?
Yeah, one of the quick and one of the very important technique, if you can
Okay,
closing
I'll write
technique,
that. Right.
that will
How do
be
we ask
really
for the
helpful.
order? Very right, Ashish. One is we say summary close, summarize all the benefits, and you say, sir, therefore I say my product is the best suited for you, and this should be with you. And one silence pause of 30 seconds and let him respond, because the natural response is, okay, when can I get delivery? Where do I have to sign? The objection could be regarding anything. It could be regarding the product, its features. It could be regarding the price. Second, we say is alternate close. So, sir, which car, this car, as you realize, you've taken the test ride, is the best for you. Which color, sir? Would it be red or would it be silver? Which one do you think will suit you better? Now, we say this option close. So, when do you want the delivery? Day after tomorrow is Wednesday. That's the day of Ganesh. Most of the people ask for deliveries on Wednesday. I can ready it tomorrow, sir. So Wednesday will be all right for delivery. This again is option close. Then we say assumption close. Make the customer feel that he has already bought a product, sir. When you will drive a car, you will realize how good our service is. When you will come over here, one is we will service your car before time. It will be delivered to your house before time. But when you come over here, when you wait, you're not just waiting. Somebody will be with you. There are magazines, there is tea, there is coffee, and you'll be not frittering anytime. So experience with us is going to be out of the world, I can tell you, sir. So this is called as assumption close. You assume, you make him feel that he has become a member of our business. He has bought our product. And then the last very important one is a psychological trick, which we call as the agreement staircase. You make the customer say yes, yes at every point, so that when you then you say, okay, sir, now you please sign the order form, he will automatically say yes. You say when you're talking of automobiles, you can say, sir, so you realized that the engine is out of the world, the technology is great, right, sir? He will say yes. And sir, you felt the power, it is very nice, isn't it, sir? Yes. So we took a ride, you saw the response on the speed breakers, how it moves. Look how zippy, how peppy it is, isn't it, sir? Yes. And so you said the red color is best suited for you. Yes. So then, sir, you're signing the order form now. Automatically, psychologically, he will move towards yes. I will share this with you one example. Anand Bakshi, our lyric writer, and the movie was Aradhana, the greatest superstar of Indian cinema, Rajesh Khanna, where he is quoting his lady love and he wants her to say yes. And it is there in the form of a song, Baagon mein Bahar hai, where he says Baagon mein Bahar hai, and he says, Aap tumko mujhse pyar hai. She says no, all the time. Rajesh Khanna and Farida Jalal on the screen. And then he says after, at the end of the song, Bhago mein bahar hai, she says, हाँ, कलियों पे निखार है, हाँ, आज सोमवार है, हाँ, तो तुमको मुझसे प्यार है, हाँ. And then she says, no, 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 no. So this is an example. What is an agreement staircase? Closing means ending the sales, asking for the order. For building rapport, we will have a webinar. How do you connect with the customer? There is a link formula. For giving a demonstration, test drive, we have a formula, the 10 commandments. We will have a webinar. For objection handling, we will have a webinar, the and, but, therefore technique, the feel, felt, found technique, and the smoking out technique. We will have a webinar. But these are the 4 methods, 4 techniques of closing, which I shared with you. Out of which the most interesting is the agreement staircase.
Very
Right,
nice, sir.
Ashish?
Very nice. So definitely, we will keep on taking some more knowledge for about these techniques, and there are a framework which you already have it. So if anybody has that any other questions and need that additional support with Dr. Rajiv Puri sir, so definitely if you wanted to share your email ID, then definitely I have one more question for you. So if you can share any other contact details so that people can
My
reach out
contact
to you.
details.
Yes, so that they can directly reach out to you for any other technical, you can say sales
Right, friends.
support.
So I'm sharing my number over here.
Yeah, so if you can
I said
just
that my number. I'm putting my number over
pronounce
here.
that number so
Yes,
that
nine
people
eight
can.
two three six three one triple five. Here goes my number, and a little ahead, I'm putting my mail ID also. I'm putting over here. It is rajiv.jppuri @gmail.com. Right, friends? So I have put this R is a small R. It has come in caps over here. Let us make it small, right? Rajiv.jppuri. I'm putting it over you for you, friends. I
Okay,
hope
correct.
that's visible in the chat, Ashish.
Yes, yes, it's a visible in chat now.
This is my mobile number, friends. Selling is the most interesting thing in life. Today, I'm a motivational speaker. I'm a corporate trainer. And when people tell me you're a speaker or you're a trainer, I say no. Primarily, basically, firstly, majorly, I am a salesperson because I take a lot of pride in being from sales. And if we are successful in selling, mark my words, friends, that we will be successful everywhere in life because life actually is nothing but sales.
So just one more question, sir.
Right,
I
right, right.
guess you have
Ashish,
already
welcome,
given.
welcome.
So what is the one point you wanted to give to startup entrepreneurs or you can say MSME entrepreneurs for especially for boosting a business?
Okay, now here, what I would like to say is that we call it the CPD paradigm of sales. If you have to sell yourself well, remember, friends, your product is the best. We took the example of Raj Kapoor Sahab, masterpiece, but then it did not do well because he did not sell it well. So, CPD paradigm for selling, understand the market. We need to have three knowledges. Communicate to the market and to your customers why you are the best. For that, you need command over your product. C is communicate. For that, you need product knowledge. P is persuade, persuading the customer. Understand the customer and his needs. How do you persuade him? Understand his mindset, his thought process, his psyche, his psychology. Understand his needs well. And D is differentiate. Understand whoever is there in the market, do a detailed analysis of them, obtain complete mastery of them, and you should have your USPs on your fingertips. How you are able to differentiate yourself as compared to your competitors. You should never be also ran. So therefore, we say go into the market with these three knowledges. Number one, product knowledge to communicate, customer and his needs knowledge to persuade, and knowledge of competition to differentiate. And we have to work now in today's world when the customer is educated, he is aware, he is informed, he is moneyed, he is commanding, he is demanding. We have to operate as sales consultants. So we must have knowledge of the market also. So with these four knowledges, we approach, and if we do this, I don't think anybody can stop us.
So thank you very much, sir, for all your great knowledge and experience or that the answers you have provided us, right? So for this, on this complete sales series, we will do some more, you can say podcast, right? And live, if people are much more interested, definitely we will communicate some further, you can say session and where we are conducting it. So time and details we will keep on, you can say publishing it, right? So thank you very much and I really appreciate for your time. You have given your valuable time to us for supporting. And if anybody is really interested or wanted to keep in touch with the Dr. Puri, so definitely that contact details is also we have shared. If you anybody needs any additional support or any other additional, you can say guidance, so definitely he can support. Right.
Ashish, we've got one small thought. We've got
Hmm.
a friend Arun Menon, and we've got
Amit
Rajshekhar
Srivastava.
also, right? Amit
Right.
Srivastava, I spoke. The
Right.
others, would you like to share
Arun.
something, or have we were able to add value to you? Shobna, Rajshekhar, Sonu Yadav, you'd like to come in, please?
So any questions, definitely you can raise
Yeah.
your
Any
questions.
questions
So it will be
or any thought
really
from our participants?
Well, there's Amit again. I
Yeah,
do
yeah,
not
Amit.
have I do not have any questions, but I did understand the point that you made about closing, because as part of a venture, as part of being a venture capitalist, we are required to close funds, right? And
Right, right,
it's really hard. Means it's really hard to get money from someone to invest
right.
in you, right? So
Yes, 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 yes.
that last bit, that last 5 minutes that you talked about, how to correlate what the other party liked or what the investor has liked in my case, and then how to get them to agree to what they have liked about, right? And then go towards the closing immediately, and not giving without giving them a how do I say, uh, too much gap to to think about at that point.
Right,
So thank you, Rajiv ji. It was really helpful.
right, right, right. Amit, so nice of you. And this is what
Hi,
actually
Arun.
gives us a kick. Right, yeah, yeah. Who's wanting to come in? Sonu?
Arun Menon is there.
Oh, right, right, Arun.
Are you able to hear us?
Yeah. We can. We can, Arun.
Rajiv, I have a question here. Hi, Arun here.
Yes, Arun.
Okay, Rajiv, now in closing, you spoke about the closing techniques. You gave a brief idea about what's closing all about and related to sales. Now, do you think, or rather, I just wanted to get some inputs or ideas from you. Is there a difference in sales between features and benefits? What works in a
Yeah, see, yeah, we'll be going into details. I'll tell you, Arun. When we go into the other parts, when we are talking product presentation, right? We've gone to step number 4 because that is the actual climax of selling closing. In features and benefits, we always talk benefits. Now, because the customer will understand only benefits. We are living in what is called in our culture Kalyug. And Kalyug basically is a selfish world. Selfish, that means everybody looks for his benefits first. So, therefore, our features are what we have in our product could be the best in the world, but that will not make any sense to the customer, right? We could say we have an advanced optimizer in our product, but as long as we don't say that the advanced optimizer translates into advanced acceleration and it translates into safety talk or backup talk when you need the talk most when you're climbing a hill and you've stopped and you need that talk, that time your optimizer comes into play. The customer will understand this. Otherwise, we could well say we have an advanced optimizer in our engine, but to the customer, it doesn't make anything. So, Arun, your point is very, very valid. We always talk in terms of features and benefits, how it translates into benefits for the customer. Only then we will connect as salespeople. Otherwise, we could think that we have spoken the best or our sales pitch has been the best, but it's going to remain tangential. It will not go into the heart of the customer. So that way, you've got a very valid point. We talk benefits, and we always say in selling, we've got some extreme technical specifications where we we say how it translates into a benefit because the customer doesn't understand acronyms. He doesn't understand technical words. So
so,
going into benefits is our primary responsibility in sales.
okay, so then if I remember, if I recollect well, you said that as a salesperson, we need to, or as a salesman, we need to know the USPs. So how?
Yeah,
So in this contradicts, isn't it? If he or she need not know the USPs, because if he knows, if he or she can sell the benefit to the potential customer or client, then
I,
really the USP doesn't really matter in this case.
I'll
That's
tell you. I'll tell
probably
you.
a marketing perspective
I,
where he or she can, from the
See, I'll
marketeers,
tell you.
can highlight the USPs, and then the sales guy goes and talks in about how can this product add to his bottom line, for example, as you rightly said, or how can it add value to his organization in terms of dollars or
Uh,
euros
right.
coming into his account.
Yeah, see, Arun, I'll tell you over here. These USPs come in at the next level. We talk basically of three things: CPD, communicate, persuade, differentiate. Right. Now, when we are talking of persuasion, that time we are aligning our product to his needs at that time, right? And when we come to differentiation, when he says, okay, your product is well suited for me, I have understood your product is good for me, but I believe that company X and the product Y is better suited. Or he says their price is lower and their product is also suited for me. That is where we come in at the D level, we come in with our USPs. Fine, okay, sir. That is also a good product, but then we've got not one, not two, we've got 5 USPs. That means these are 5 features which are not there with anybody else. And this is how they will benefit you. Now, our product could be costly by 5,000, but you look at the 5 features and their benefits to you. The benefits could well translate into 10,000 or 20,000, but we are actually asking you for only 5,000 extra. So our USPs also, when we say, we translate the USPs also into benefits when we tell them, right?
Okay.
And the
Yeah.
USPs come in at the D level, at the differentiate level.
Okay. So then, is there any like now I'm hearing a lot of needs and wants. Needs and wants, is it more of a marketing role, or is it a sales guy, sales person, a personal also needs to know the needs and wants of of customer, consumer, or
I'll
whoever?
tell you now, it is applicable for both because when market research is done by the marketing team, right, they do research based on the fact that what does the customer actually want, right? Now, the answer could be, say, automobiles, all of us drivers. The research says that customer wants an SUV, right? Now,
Mm.
when we talk of SUV, the company creates an SUV. Had they created a sedan, the product could have begun with a handicap of 60%. That means minus 60% because majorly customers of this age group are not wanting sedans. So they have entered the right segment because they've come into SUV. This is understanding the need of the segment, which is marketing. But when we are selling, that time we'll have to understand that my SUV and company X's SUV, what is the difference of why mine is suited better to him? Does he want power? Does he want safety? Does he want off-riding capabilities? So that is what the salesperson will do. So the needs and wants at a broader level are part of marketing, and needs or wants, converting them into desire at the micro individual level. That is where a good salesperson comes in. And that is through probing, asking questions. Of course, before that comes the rapport building. Right? We'll be having separate seminars for that. We've got a very nice mathematical model called the 2D model for rapport building, which gives us the platform for probing and understanding the customer and his mindset very well, understanding who are the decision makers. We say the drug, decider, recommender, user, gatekeeper, all have got to be in line if we have got to get the close. So we'll be running separate webinars, podcasts for them, Arun. Your questions are very pertinent, and we'd love to have you at that time also.
Yeah, sure. Because see, look, I joined the web in this current program looking at, because I also stay in Lodha, Amara itself.
Oh, great, great, great. Very
Yeah,
nice,
so
very nice.
I'm part in the Hindu group where you posted this.
Okay, okay, very nice.
So I
Very
got
nice.
the note from there. So that's okay. As long as you post it there, and if it's interesting, it connects with me, I get in, because I'm a hardcore sales guy.
Great,
I've been
great,
into
great.
business development and sales. So yeah.
Very nice, very nice, very nice.
Okay.
Pleasure,
All right.
pleasure, Arun,
Thank you.
pleasure.
Thank you. Bye bye. I'll exit. Is it over? Right? It's over.
Yeah, yeah. Ashish, are we through? Ashish is our organizer, a very
Yeah, Ashish.
Yeah,
dynamic
yeah.
entrepreneur.
Yes, yes, it is over. So it's already we have crossed that I guess 10 minutes, but it still is good to have it, and it was very
I'm
nice
sorry for
discussion.
that. I'm sorry for
No,
that.
no, no
No,
problem,
no,
Arun. You're
not for
welcome.
you. It is basically it's not any time duration, but yes, it was a really nice discussion and nice question. So because of your question, we also learned a lot of things from Dr. Rajiv. So is I really appreciate for all participants and people who are watching here, right? And also Dr. Rajiv, right? And we will also welcome you in the next time. So most probably into somewhere into next week or after that, we will communicate the dates and time so that the series we will keep on running here
Right,
related
right,
to,
right.
I guess it's a 4 episode series, right? And then if it is really required, we will add some more. So that is basically, so if for the people benefits, right? And if anybody has any questions and suggestions, definitely you can also post it onto YouTube comments, or maybe definitely you can suggest it here. So I just say as a closing statement here, thanks to all of you so being here, right? And we will keep doing this and just for your support. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great.
Thanks,
Right,
Ashish.
friends.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Rajiv ji.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, everybody, and bye bye. Wishing you the very best. Happy
Thanks.
selling.
Thank you.
Take care, guys. Bye.